congratulations for making it this far, or just tuning in now. As you can see, I am smudging right now, making a big old wafting mess, which is amazing. Apparently I need a lot of smudging up in this house right now, which is good. A lot of clearing with this last couple days, and yesterday's assignment, let me tell you, day 13, just a little recap. Go ahead and describe what your cycles are, discover cycles, whatever it is, and what support looks like for you within those cycles. That's a big one, right? I saw a couple people posting beautiful posts, and we all noticed that, I noticed that in each one of those, it's very difficult to describe what support looks like us for that ordeal or that life change and whatnot. Pretty powerful. So we know that we're getting to the good nitty-gritties of our foundation. We know that we're setting up, we're building up this huge foundation of self-discovery and self-actualization in a much deeper level than we have before. True happiness. Dun, dun, dun. So, for today, yay, day 14, I'm so excited for this day. Some of this is my favorite work to do with you, and it sometimes take conversations or little one-on-ones. So if you do need to schedule an appointment with me or anything of that nature, please do. You can reach out to me. The phone number is on the Facebook page. It's on my primary page, my professional page, and on the website. It's myriads of ways to get a hold of me. Also, you can email me, Matthew@shamanichappinesscoach.com. If you do need help, though, just reaching out to your friends and family, go ahead and do that too. That's perfectly acceptable. Other supports would be the classes that I have, and there's the online one and also the in-person one. The link's in the description below. So for day 14, we get to discover other illusions that we believe that give us a false sense of comfort. What does that look like? Well, this is a very common one, and I use it a lot. My house has to be clean for me to be happy. Well, chances are that's not true. What the truth is that too much clutter is dysregulating for me for whatever reason. So that leads us on to why do I have clutter going on? Why can't I pick up or do other things like that? And it also allows us to diffuse the shoulds of society that people tell us will create like happiness for us when it's happiness for them. Because maybe having a clean house is very important to just like being able to be mentally present. That's a good idea. But saying that you should have to have it all the time is a fallacy, because it's not going to happen all the time. So if your happiness relies on you believing that your house has to be clean all the time, you're not going to be happy. Boom. Another one is, this one probably hits home for a lot of people, especially within our society. And I use this one to kind of trigger a little bit, is that I have to have, or like the comfort level. So feel into the comfort level of what is comfortable for you in your bank account. And when it starts to fall short of that, what happens? And sometimes we might think that it's like $100, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, whatever that would be. But looking at that and going, is that money actually creating security for me? Is it actually creating safety for me? And the reason why I get to this is because if, yes, those things are nice to have, and especially when times get rough or whatever that would be, but does it mean that you're not abundant? That's a big one. Does having a bank account that doesn't reflect like how I feel abundantly matter? That's different, right? In this space, I will say that oftentimes people will get super, super anxious when their account hits a certain amount, and they are like, oh my God, and I start to freak out, and I'm like, they are like, I have to get so many, I have to get a job, I have to do X, Y, Z, and blah, 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 blah. Reality is, it actually doesn't take too much to put ourselves out there in order to be able to be abundant in that way monetarily. Those numbers are just false senses of security. So your actual security comes with knowing that you can provide and that you are creative enough to get out there and find like maybe multiple sources of income or whatever it would be. Maybe you have another false sense of belief that creates the security around you. So that is our assignment today, is to post at least 3 of those things, okay? Dig deep. And the reason why we go in this space is because when we're living a lie and all of a sudden the universe shows up and disproves that lie, we immediately suffer. And we are like, oh, I'm unhappy again. But what is the truth behind those things? If we can step outside of the space of believing the lie that gives us false sense of security and come to a greater knowing of who we are and how we show up in the world, then we can look at things on a more clear basis, a more real basis, and go, wait a minute. The reality is I feel uncomfortable because I'm not confident in my ability to provide, or I'm not confident that I have the ability to get a certain job, or I deserve a certain job, I deserve a certain income. Things like that kind of show up. So 3 beliefs that we have that provide false senses of security are what the assignment is, okay? Super simple. It's going to be a short video today. Kind of short. I'll give you the cards too. But for this one, dig deep, be vulnerable, okay? There's a lot of stuff in society that we think brings us security, and it's not. Another one, here's another one that just popped into my head. My Facebook friends list defines how popular I am, or how much social interaction I get. That doesn't define it, right? You only have X number of friends who actually pay attention in general, unless they're actively seeking out your page and you're actively engaging in them. And those are your real friends, and chances are you're going to hang out with them outside of Facebook too. But having 5,000 Facebook friends or maxing that out doesn't mean that I have a big social circle. Okay, that just means that I have a lot of outreach, possibly. But unless you interact with 5,000 people, that is not your real social circle. Your social circle is probably, anywhere between 1, a lot of us are very comfortable with just having 1 person, or a few people, or maybe if you're a super extrovert and you get charged up in social situations, somewhat, I do too, I do that, you might have like 15 friends or something of that nature. So that's another one to go into. It's big, right? I guess another fallacy could be I cannot travel because I do not have a vehicle that will get me places. That's another one. So all these little things, and the reason the idea behind this and why we're doing it, the reason we're doing this is to reveal the excuses of limitations that we present to make ourselves feel comfortable. So yeah, it's kind of a big one. I love it. I love this work. So the cards today, dun, 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 super powerful again. I love it. One of them comes with the message. The decks that I drew from today are Archangel Power Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Good deck. It's always still functioned for me. It works perfect. And then Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Dun, dun, dun. That one. So I love the Energy Oracle because it gives us little affirmation. So I'll read that to you guys too. So I drew, and this is so perfect, the Page of Michael, truth, perspective, analytical, and blunt. Okay, that's kind of like this assignment, duh. If you haven't figured it out, you can't make this kind of shit up. So this one said, here, I'll give you the picture. Dun, dun, dun. You can kind of look into that, what that means. Wisdom's coming around the corner when you become free of false understandings of lies about the universe. So this one says, it's an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly, which is what we're doing. This exact challenge is just to get into, today's challenge is just to get into that space of reviewing what we believe that actually provides false sense of security. When we relieve that, we actually get to improve our life so that we don't have to worry about that stuff. Boom, huge. Then this guy, the door to value was drawn. this card. Try and get the glare off as much as I can. Can you? Yeah, it is whitewashed up top. Pretty powerful right there, right? So this card is just saying, like, going into the truth of abundance. If we have lies that we believe or that we adhere to about life, those are going to keep us away from abundance. Those are going to keep us outside of the space of understanding how we're really showing up and how to actually, how to proactively navigate where we're going, especially when we have needs and whatnot. So very, very, very powerful for today. The affirmation, which is awesome, says, my life is opening to endless possibilities of prosperity. The river of abundance flows freely through my door, bringing me unlimited wealth. Oh, that's a good one, right? That's good. And again, I just want to reiterate that when we have these false senses of reality, these false beliefs that bring us comfort, they don't serve us. They serve to hold us back. And so really getting to the nitty-gritty of, okay, what can I choose, or what have I chosen to believe that I can now disbelieve, and write a new story behind that, write a new understanding for that. What is the truth about my existence that will help me move forward? And this is, again, part of our foundation, because we did cycles yesterday, understanding what type of cycles we have and what that success is, support looks like in that space. Because oftentimes we haven't defined that. We don't even know maybe what kind of some of our cycles are. Now we're getting to the other part of our foundation where we really need to get into the space of understanding the lies that we believe. And this is never going to stop. But for today, just do 3 postings, okay? Yes, yes, yes. So thank you very much. Nice short video for today. Enjoy your Saturday. Get out there and just have a good time. When you come across a lie, mark it down and go, holy smokes, my world is going to change now. I'm really happy that I'm reviewing my contracts and upgrading myself. Yes, yes. Good job. With light and love, everybody. I will see you tomorrow for day number 15. Oh, I guess I should also say, to remind everybody that if you want to participate in this challenge, and this is the first video you're seeing, go back to the other videos. Go to YouTube and go to Shamanic Happiness Coach. You'll see my face in a hat and glasses. And video 1 through 14 will be there, continuing on obviously until 90. But you have the ability to catch up. So you can just do 2 a day, or just post them as you need, maybe 3 a day, whatever, knock 5 of them out, whatever. Catch up. And as long as you have completed all 30 and tagged the appropriate tags, so Facebook picked up the tag, so it is now showing up even more, which is beautiful. 90-day happiness challenge. You'll see a little award next to when you do your tag, hopefully. And then also tag me, just in case we are not in the same circle or whatever. For some reason, maybe you have your profile too private, in which case I will probably be like, okay, send it to me. But anyway, tag me, Matthew Abraham McLean, Shamanic Happiness Coach. At the end of the 30 days, we will be picking a random winner from everybody who's participating, who's completed all 30 days, first 30 days. So on the day 31, I will be announcing who gets a free session with me, whether it is a coaching, a Reiki session, or a shamanic coaching, or a shamanic session. And it's your choice, whatever you want. It's totally cool. At the end of the 60 days is another winner. And then also anybody who completes the 60 days all the way through the 31st of December will be getting, or is eligible for half off of the Shamanic Manifestation Workshop that is happening on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of the year to help you out and align you in 2021. We had a crazy 2020 and just really shook some stuff up. So we're going to incorporate all the lessons about instability we can into creating stability in a time of turmoil within that workshop as well. Something that most likely other workshops do not do. The value of this workshop too is everybody who participates gets a free membership to Acro Enzo, local here in Reno. And also on day number 3, it's actually I'm trying to give you the energetic tools to help support your journey as well. And so that is a Reiki 1 and 2 workshop, which is included in the price of the workshop itself. Alone, it's worth more than half of the workshop. I know that's a huge giveaway, but I'm really here for your support. I'm here for the community. And we are in abundance, and I believe that. I believe as you need help, you will continue to reach out to me, to book sessions or whatever it would be. And because you've come to the workshop, you get half off of my services for an entire year. That's continued support. So anyway, thank you, light and love. I will namaste you tomorrow. Enjoy your Saturday.